Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's away we go then.
Peter, I can't recall a better leader of the line than Marco van Basten.
Yeah, a great scorer of goals and, of course, a scorer of great goals.
Yeah, and because of that, the words audacious and spectacular come to mind, and I think they best sum up what he could muster on a consistent basis.
Zanetti.
Roberto Baggio.
Bruno Fernandes! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And this could be a Spanish counter-attack. And it's Bruno Fernandes. He's going for goal! Oh, it's hit the post! Danger averted for now. Zanetti just loves to go forward whenever he can. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Roberto Baggio.
So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Oh, has a shot! Goal! Manchester United! Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Manchester United have broken through. It's 1-0.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Rijkaard. Bernardo Silva. Now it's Batistuta. Dink through. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. And it's Zanetti. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Shoots! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Manchester United with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And it's been taken short. Hoisted in. And it's hoisted clear. Hernes. Lovely feet. Great chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Manchester United have their second corner now. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Oh, this looks sharp. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Now it's Bergkamp.
Oh, that's a key interception. Short changes him with that pass. Looking for a runner. Ball quality clearly deserted him at the... And he shoots! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Roberto Baggio.
Rijkaard. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Spread it left. Roberto Baggio. David Villa. Goes for a shot! Good run, lovely take. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Manchester United go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. Here we go again then. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Bergkamp. And claimed it back swiftly. And this is Adriano. It's Adriano! Oh, it's come off the upright. Spain trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the...
David Villa! Now, who's going to be first to this? Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. Manchester United have their third corner. Spain are looking to go forward now.
This is the time you need that pace.
It's a good run down the left-hand side. Now this could be a chance.
Spain really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Played towards the front line. Pedri. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. He's come in hard. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Adams, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Aubameyang. Aimed beyond the defence. Plays it through. Played back in. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist Peter in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
Pedri.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And he has shown him a yellow card. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
That pass has been well intercepted. And they're quick to get it back. He's had a shot! He's scored! 2 up now, and they are cruising. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Manchester United are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely...
Takes a shot! He tried the chip, but it wasn't his best.
There's no doubt he made the right decision, but without the right result.
Tries to play it through. Gets a good foot in there. And it's Pedri. Zanetti could try cutting inside here. Looking for options for movement. Now it's Messi.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Manchester United can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And we're underway.
I'm sitting here wondering, Peter, what Roberto Donadoni's main role is going to be. One of Italy's greatest ever wingers. He can run and beat defenders. We've seen that all so often. And he can get from box to box if needed.
Yeah, well, he does have an extraordinary work rate and extraordinary energy levels too.
Yeah, and he's got the intelligence to strike the perfect balance between the two.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now, can they get him away? Oh, that looks a cracking ball. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Good read, needed to be. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And the finish! Adriano finds himself offside. Now that looks a decent ball. Quarter of an hour played.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Rijkaard. Bruno Fernandes. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Shapes to shoot! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And Milan have the lead. You just know there is no stopping that.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Neymar. Can he get on the end of this? It's Neymar! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Chiellini. Oh, that's delightful. That's a good ball out wide. Cross needs to... Oh, smashing header! They want to be quick to recover this. Donadoni. Tchouaméni, not the most accurate pass. Hernes. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Hazard. Chance here to counter. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Face to face with the keeper. And we hit half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Milan head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Milan really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
He's in a great position here.
Xavi Alonso.
Oh, easy pickings there.
Roberto Baggio.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball. Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Roberto Baggio! Azar.
Is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Shoots! And yes, it's there!
Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring.
One sweeping move, just the goalkeeper to beat. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. Milan have themselves a chance from the spot.
So this to extend their lead.
Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
A case now of complete control.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Good ball over the top.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Distributed tidily.
Donadoni
Providing an outlet on that flank.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky.
Can he finish? It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Can he stop it going out?
Oh, he's been caught napping.
Well, that has not gone well. Hernus, and he plays one through.
Oh, he's bustling through here.
Plenty to aim at here.
Adriano! And the keeper couldn't hold it.
That is decidedly lacking.
Well, at least he was in the right position and he reacted quickly enough. The manager will like that.
Time for a change in personnel. And that has put paid to that.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, that is superb. A dangerous moment, perfectly dealt with.
If you were looking at the shopping list of what you need in a top defender, that's it.
Now it's Villa. He shifted it to the flank. He has found the way through.
A hefty... And a chance! Relentless! Just relentless! Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. The San Siro, for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history.
And we're underway.
You know, for me, Peter, there's a deep-lying playmaker out there who's as good as it comes. Pep Guardiola. As composed as he is clever, he always acts as the key pivot in forming attack after attack.
Yeah, he's a bit of a manager on the pitch.
Well, astute is the word.
Oh, that's a key interception. Hernes. Now it's Villa.
That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening.
That's an imaginative pass.
Shoots!
They want to be quick to recover this.
Great defend. This time, surely! Oh, it's come off the upright. Goal! Mets!
The goal scorer for Metz after 16 minutes is number 18, Gabriel.
Mets have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
That's going to go a long way. Marquinhos spots it and intercepts.
Now it's Guardiola. He's shifting through the gears here. He's in a good position here. Can he finish? It's anyone's ball now.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. No, that's been intercepted.
Milan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And it's made its way to him. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
That appeared to...
Tries a shot! It's there! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
It's a mighty effort! He scores!
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
McAllister does really well to win the ball there.
Batistuta!
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It's their second corner of the game. Milan are looking to go forward now.
There will be 3 minutes.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. It's a pretty loose pass. And there's the end of the first half. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Milan really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Oh, give it away. It's Adriano!
He's got away with one there.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, okay, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Oh, that's well spotted. And that is a little undercooked. Costa Curta is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. And it's Neymar. And that's been slipped through. And that has been cleared. Looking for a runner. Still they trail, and time is ticking away. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
David Villa! It's in! They have come roaring back!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Ambitious ball here. Dink through. Now this could be a chance. Oh, the ball's come loose here. And that's caused a worry or two.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Corner number 3 coming up. Guardiola plays it short. No way through, so back it comes. Oh, he's been caught napping. Well, there's the clearance.
Substitution for Milan. Number 7, Furness. Coming on to replace him is
showing good feet. Now it's Guardiola. Oh, well played, well played. That's good running with the ball. Shapes to shoot! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
McAllister fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
So their fourth corner of the game.
Guardiola with the short one.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. Looking for options for movement.
Mets clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Short changes him with that pass. A probing pass. And he was quick to react. Rummenigge.
And this is Forlan. It's Forlan! In for the pieces!
It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Goes for a shot!
And that is doing no harm at all. Stood up well to him there. Well seen, saw that coming. Rummenigge tries to play it through,
And he was alert to it. And that's that.
so it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best.
So it's away we go then.
Well, now here's a team sheet that speaks of excitement and unpredictability, Jim.
It certainly does, Peter, especially since it includes a certain Dimitar Berbatov. I think he'll be the key to connecting the midfield to the attack here. Such a potent finisher, but remarkably unselfish too, and he will often drop that little bit deeper to try and trigger attacks himself.
Just such a clever footballer, and there's always a sense of danger when he's around.
Really looking forward to seeing him.
Platini. Oh, he's been caught napping. Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And that could set him on his way. He's Danny Olmo! Oh, the ball's run loose here. In towards the back. Has another go! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Milan yet to have an attempt on goal. Baresi gets a foot in here. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Looking for the run. That's a good... It's Adriano! Adriano! That is wonderful! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And Milan have the lead. Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch.
Has a shot!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
And this is Adriano. Yamal. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Looking to play him in. Oh, super ball. And the shot! No mistake! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Face to David Villa! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world. It tries a shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, if they hope to have any chance of turning this round, they have to abandon their shoot-on-sight policy. It's just not working.
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And the shot! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper. Barcelona have their second corner now. And he gets rid in a hurry. He's having a go! And that is doing no harm at all.
Barcelona are stuck in a rut, and impatient putts at goal won't really help their cause here. They need somebody to communicate composure and something more constructive.
He is through here. Pernis. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Milan very much in control here, 3 up and cruising. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Now it's Yamal. Shot at goal! It's there! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? This looks promising. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And he is going into that little black book.
Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Villa. Plays a sharp little ball here. Driving through the middle. He's had a shot! They've scored! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes.
And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So now the difference is 3. Look at the shapes to shoot! He scores! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Looking for options for movement. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Substitution.
Milan choosing to make the first change. Rummenigge to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
Dani Olmo. Now that looks a decent ball.
Substitution in progress.
Rijkaard. Azar. Milan have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Tries to play it through. Aimed beyond the defence. Eric Garcia. Nicely spread. Now it's Yamal. And no, he's seen through all of that. Great vision. And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
6 added minutes has been indicated.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Platini conjures time and space where few can. It's a really well-measured ball. He's picked his way through.
Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet.
And that will be the final act. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout. And So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So off we go then. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Davis. Lampard. Vardiol calmly anticipates. Costa Curta. Deftly away. Milan have it back and can go again. He's had a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And it's Neymar. Lampard. It's Neymar! Neymar! This boy is showbiz! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And Milan have the lead. That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can...
Goes for a shot! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Milan are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Now it's Mbappe. Milan have hit a quick-fire double here and are well and truly in the driving. Shapes to shoot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. Messi with the short one. And this is Neymar. Shot a goal! Neymar! Neymar! One of a type! He's brilliant! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
A case now of complete control.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Cruyff, and he's cut it out. Big chance, corner. So, third corner of the game. Messi plays it short, and it's made its way to him.
Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. Milan have themselves a chance from the spot. Samba, in the context of the game, he must save it. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Time.
And here's Gordon.
Gordon takes a shot!
And that's past the post.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
And we've reached half-time. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Milan really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Milan utterly dominant in the first 45 minutes, scoring at will.
Cruyff!
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Neymar. And that's put paid to a promising move. Gordon. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Vardiol makes the interception. And he can clear it away. And here's Gordon. Gilberto Silva. Cruyff looking to be a menace in the final third. Can he get it through? And he welcomes it in. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Danger averted for now.
And it's Lampard. Mbappe knocks it into space. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Good ball, good take. And he's managed to get free. They're urging him to shoot. Gets the shot away! Relentless! Just relentless! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Look,
And that's it.
many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Just a quick announcement.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. So we're up and running. And the history of this fixture tells us always to expect the unexpected.
It's a privilege to see the defensive great that is Franco Baresi.
Absolutely.
A marvellous tactical brain.
And he's had a hit! It's their first effort on goal.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Inter clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always good.
Oh, he's been... Can he finish? Superb goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Terrific header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Looking for a runner. That is ended up in no man's land. Now it's Messi. Oh, nicely intercepted.
Milan really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
He's gone for goal. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Played in deep. Big header! Really well taken goal. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Inter Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
And here's Cruyff. And here's Haaland! Oh, split-second reaction.
Haaland actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And it's Cruyff. And now a sudden chance to counter. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Knocks it into space. Davis. Davis with a cross. Chance! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
It's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's. And a chance! It's bounced back off the post. Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Cruyff. And we hit half-time. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Milan really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I think they have...
He's tried one! Lampard.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Ramiro attempts a clearance. Tries a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Milan have got it back and they'll have another go. And he's... And Batistuta! And it's there! And the lead is extended still further. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Milan really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Inter Milan find a position of real strength now. And he is going into that little black book.
While sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. Cruyff. Neymar. And that has been cleared. Davis got a long way forward to join the attack. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Substitutions taking place.
Inter Milan choosing to make the first change.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass, and a tricky one at that.
And it's Batistuta. Davis cuts out the pass. Cruyff. Great vision. And he gets rid in a hurry. Cruyff. Haaland. And it's made its way to him.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Substitution for Milan. Number 9, Erling Haaland. Coming on the field is...
Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to... Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Messi is behind this one. So the perfect chance to get one back. Messi! And he's managed to get rid. And this is Cruyff. Oh, such a clever touch. And that was very necessary. Milan looking to pass their way through. Ramiro with the clearance. And it's Cruyff. Neymar. And he's there to belt it away. And here's Neymar. Now there's a fine ball. Cruyff! And he thumps it clear.
Substitution for Milan. Number 3, Gilberto Silva. Coming on to replace him is number 2.
He won't be happy with that one. Now that looks a decent ball. That's going to go a long way. Messi.
There will be 5 minutes.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Threads one in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And there goes the final whistle. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
And we're underway.
Manchester United have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Yeah, and the two wide players.
That's rather hopeful. And no one is overly concerned about that.
Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least.
Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Neymar. Manchester United have got it back and they'll have another go.
Well, down the years, of course, Argentina have produced some of the greatest striking talent ever, and Gabriel Batistuta embodies that.
Yeah, he does. And in terms of out-and-out goal-scoring centre-forwards, I can't recall much better.
So you fancy him to score today?
I would think there's an extremely good chance.
Oh, easy pickings there.
And that's left him on the seat of his pants. No foul, says the referee.
Oh, super find. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Haaland.
Was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Oh, perfectly measured that.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Gilberto Silva. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
And he's had a hit!
Oh, nice. Just not quite.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
And it's Joe Linton. Oh, cracking ball.
Batistuta really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Cruyff!
It's a loose ball.
It's Griezmann! Worth a try, but not this time.
Griezmann really needed everything to come together then at the precise moment. Not easy.
Neymar. And this is Cruyff. Cruyff. And this is Neymar.
He is through here!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Neymar! Oh, and it's come back out to him.
He's missed, but not by that far. Half-time getting close now.
He's through here.
And he was quick to react. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Lovely, now then, shot a goal! That was superb goalkeeping.
Haaland actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
This possibly the last play of the half.